Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going into Barcelona. I'm going to take you on a little walking tour. It's a moment or an afternoon of peace for me. I've done my work this morning, I've had a couple of calls, and now it's time to switch off, have a little wander around. We might go in some fragrance shops, we might just have a look around, see what's going on. I've got two things I want to show you. So the first thing is, I'm going to be wearing this absolutely incredible fragrance. It's Tower Perfumes, and the fragrance is called L'air de Desert Moroccan. It is a challenging at first, but actually unbelievably addictive, alluring fragrance. Really recommend this one. Can't wait to have this around me. As you can see, the plane through the sky there. So that's the first one. And then the second thing is, I'm going to be wearing my Cartier Tank Must watch. What a watch this is. On the face of it, you might think like I'm sort of 6'1", 90 kilos, and I would never have worn this watch maybe a few years ago. I'd have thought it was too small, but the elegance of it, the vibe of it, and frankly, the fact that I bought it used for 1,500 euros. I think it's a great deal. I'll show you some clips of this in the overlay maybe, but I think it just wears super classy on the wrist. And yeah, I love this watch. So what a pairing. You got an Andy Tower fragrance and a Cartier Tank Must watch. And this therefore is a must watch video. I'll see you in the next bit when we head into Barcelona. So here I am in Barcelona, and I'm on just off Rambla Catalunya, which is here. A lovely part of town this. You've got Passeig de Gracia here, I'll show you that in a minute. But first things first, café con leche. So I'm walking down Rambla Catalunya here. Really nice part of town. I'm going to show you a couple of my favourite tapas, bars, restaurants in this part of town. And the thing with Barcelona is it's so big, it'd be ridiculous to try and give you a tour of the full city in a day in one video. So I'm going to give you a bit of a show around Passeig de Gracia, which is like, think of it as the Bond Street of Barcelona. The nicest shops, some lovely restaurants. It's not the be all and end all. There's some really amazing places like the Gothic Quarter, El Born, and up in the mountains, and so many options. But it is a really nice part of town. We're going to go into the odd little fragrance shop, see what else is turning my head today. And I've got the Cartier on, I've got the Tower fragrance on, loving it. So yeah, it's a little bit cold, a little bit windy, and can't really complain. So these public squares they have in Barcelona are really nice. You get pedestrianised spaces with lots of nice boutique shops. We're going to go into one of my favourite shops here, one called All Yours. So All Yours done. Love that shop. It's super cool, got some really nice niche fragrance brands, and it's not super expensive either. Yes, you can pay big money for fragrances, but you can also get brands that are really quite attainable. They've more than I've seen in lots of other niche perfume stores. They've got stuff that's well under 100 euros, and you can pick yourself something up that's really nice as it gets super windy here on Passeig de Gracia. This is what Barcelona architecture is all about. Some beautiful buildings like this. You always get queues around here. And on Passeig de Gracia, you've got all of the top stores in Barcelona. Check this one out. What a vibe. Here we are, top end of Passeig de Gracia. Perfect place if you want to spend lots of money on stuff that you do not need, like Loro Piano cashmere scarves and things like that for, I don't know, €1,000 or something ridiculous. This is the place to come. But it's also quite nice to just have a wander around and see what's going on, right? All right, just finished at Santa Eulalia. Got a little bag of goodies here. I love that shop, and the fragrance quality of advice and knowledge in there is fantastic. Really do recommend, if you're ever in Barcelona, you take a look there. They care for their fragrances. They've got some great brands in there. Yeah, really, really good things ahead, I'm sure, with that. Here I'm outside one of my very, very favourite fragrance brands, Xerjoff. Now take a look at what they've got to offer. They always have some epic stuff. There's a couple of fragrances that I want to try, and hopefully they've got them in. If you ever get a chance to have a look at some Xerjoff fragrances, they will blow your mind. My particular favourite in the Casa Moratti collection is Mephisto. I love Naxos. 40 knots is absolutely incredible, and one of the very, very favourites that I bought was Homme Anniversaire. Really beautiful fragrance. Give them a try. Right, let's have a look inside. So now I'm heading into El Nacional, which is a really nice place to grab a drink, grab some food, and just soak up some vibes. It's a little bit touristy, it's a bit overpriced. The food, you don't come in here for world-class food, you definitely come in here for the vibe, basically. So let's take a look. So not loads of vibes this afternoon, but you've got lots of different food outlets. You can eat at the bar and different cuisine. If you come in here on a Saturday, it's absolutely rammed. You've got fish up there, and then round here you've got a bit of a grill. Champagne and oysters, tapas. So yeah, I like to come in here every once in a while. I think I'm gonna go to a different restaurant actually in a second, but I just thought I'd show you this one, because when you come to Barcelona and you're hanging around this spot, you kind of have to come to El Nacional. You're just around the corner from a couple of my very favourite places to eat in Passeig de Gracia. This is the first one here. Here we go. Good quality tapas. You can see nice fresh fish at the bar. I like to sit there and have a bit of fish, bit of ham, the usual stuff. And then next door to it, I think it's kind of a sister restaurant. You can also sit outside in those restaurants too. Their sister restaurant, and Schweta here is a little bodega, literally. Hey, you take a look in the window here, look. See them making up the food there. Super nice vibes, that. I just love, you stoop to get in, you got the menu there, you can grab a beer, get some food delivered, just super, super chilled. But actually, if you hit these two spots and Schweta, and Kujtat or Kutat on a weekend, you're queuing down the street for both of them, which is obviously a really, really good sign of a great restaurant. There's so many little pockets and things to do in Barcelona. You can wander down a street and see something that you've just not seen before, even though it was literally next door. This tabac on the corner of Rambla Catalunya is actually a really good place to grab a cigar. Grab a good cigar in there, and if you don't know, the prices in Spain are probably about a third of what you're going to pay in the UK. And I just went in there and they had, if you're into cigars, you'll know, the Linea Maestro Passeig series that are very difficult to get and expensive. They've got the whole lot sitting on the shelf for you. So, you cigar fans, jump on a plane and get over. Pretty much concludes the trip, that. Really nice little wander around Passeig de Gracia. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate that, and it really helps. And if you like this kind of content, which is all about the little things to help upgrade your day-to-day life, then definitely subscribe to the channel. We'll talk about watches, we'll talk about fragrances, we'll talk about rituals, we'll talk about all the stuff that just brings that smile inside and sometimes outside. I'll see you on the next video.